A GP has gone on trial accused of an elaborate plot to murder his own stepfather so he could inherit his mother's estate in a case which has been described as stranger than fiction. Dr. Thomas Kwan, who was 53, allegedly disguised himself with a surgical mask, dark glasses and a hat to trick his way into the house where his mother lived with her long-term partner, Patrick O'Hara. Incredibly, it worked, and he remained in the house for 45 minutes without either of them realising who he was, even speaking with a disguised voice to fool them, the jury here at Newcastle Crown Court has heard today. Kwan was able to take blood and urine samples from Mr. O'Hara before injecting him with poison instead of the COVID booster vaccine, it was said to the jury. Mr. O'Hara, who lives in Newcastle, fell ill very quickly with what doctors later diagnosed as the potentially deadly flesh-eating disease, necrotizing fasciitis. He spent several weeks in intensive care but thankfully has recovered. Police arrested Kwan, a GP in Sunderland, 2 weeks later after tracking him on the day of the attack on January the 22nd this year, using footage from CCTV cameras and police roadside ANPR cameras. And when they searched his house in Ingleby Barwick on Teesside, they found a collection of chemicals in his garage, including arsenic, as well as a library of books and documents relating to poisons and chemical weapons, it was said in court. He was also found to have researched making ricin, the court has been told, although experts have not been able to exactly identify what substance Mr. O'Hara was injected with. The prosecutor, Mr. Peter Makepeace, KC, described it as an extraordinary case and told jurors, sometimes the truth really is stranger than fiction. He said it was an audacious plan to murder a man in plain sight right in front of his own mother. This intended murder, he continued, was motivated by financial gain, no matter how irrational that was. When he unlawfully administered that life-threatening poison, he intended to kill Mr. O'Hara and nothing less. Now, the jury has also been told that Kwan had become obsessed with inheriting his mother's estate, which he felt he would do so much more quickly if Mr. O'Hara was dead. He allegedly invented a fictitious department of the NHS and sent fake letters to trick his stepfather into accepting a home appointment for his COVID booster vaccine. Kwan has admitted administering a noxious substance to Mr. O'Hara, but he denies attempting to murder him and attempting to inflict grievous bodily harm with intent. He claims he only meant to cause Mr. O'Hara mild discomfort. The trial, which is expected to last up to 3 weeks, continues here at Newcastle Crown Court.